What's going on, everybody? So as per usual, when I travel, I usually do a video to let you guys know what fragrances ended up making the trip. And since I'm going to be here for several days, counting out the shower fragrance, I actually brought 6 fragrances. 2, those of you that watched the Christmas video already know are in the trip, but the other 4, you don't know. So let's talk about them. Stay tuned. Might as well start with what I'm wearing out the shower. I wore it out the shower last night. I'm gonna wear it out the shower every night for the next several days, actually. I decided to grab Azzaro Chrome, one that I have not wore barely any in a while, and it's a classic. Man, if you're a 90s kid like me, this is a nostalgic fragrance, and everybody's had a bottle of this at some point for the most part. I love it. It's synthetic, sure. Sharp and aquatic, metallic, super fresh, easygoing shower gel type of scent, but like I said, a bit more metallic than the standard shower gel scent. It's one that I absolutely have always enjoyed. This is like the 3rd bottle I've had in my life. And as you can see, it takes forever for me to go through bottles. This is a 30 ml, and I haven't spent much time with it in a while. And I like to bring smaller, fresh, travel size bottles, I guess you could say, when I travel. Normally it's Nautical Blue Sale, but I felt like this holiday trip was a perfect time to roll with Chrome. And I'm actually gonna be jumping in the shower here in just a little bit, and we're gonna be heading to dinner, because at the recording of this, it's the day before Christmas Eve, so we're not getting into all the Christmas cooking and meals and everything yet. So we're just gonna go grab some dinner, and probably not gonna wear this one out the shower tonight, but the rest of the nights I will, because actually the next fragrance we're gonna get into is my scent of the day, and after I get out the shower, spraying that one on, and you'll know why here in just a second. So the next fragrance I ended up bringing, that's actually my current scent of the day on my skin. I ended up spraying it on after the gym, and that's why I'm wearing a tank top. I went to the gym a little while ago, and then after I got out the shower for dinner tonight, I am rolling with Elysium Parfum pour Homme. My God. Look, I love the Parfum cologne. It's a great fragrance. I don't think it holds a candle to this. I think it's almost night and day better. This is such a great fragrance. The quality, the richness, the density, the performance, it's across the board, in my opinion, of course, a better fragrance than the Parfum cologne. I think this, when you want something fresh, is better for other seasons outside of the summer than the Parfum cologne. But because the Parfum cologne is that much lighter and fresher, I think it works better for the summer, strictly. But spring, fall, and if you want something really fresh in the winter, I think this is the better choice because, like I said, it's got a robust, dense nature to the scent. It's much richer and thicker, but still super fresh, a little sharp and metallic, but not a synthetic sharp and metallic nature. You get that massive citrus medley that Elysium's known for. It's crazy versatile. It smells incredible. Everybody around me has told me how great I smell, and trust me, I'm loving getting whiffs of it too. This stuff is amazing. Amazing. God, it's such a good fragrance. I'm so glad I decided to bring it on the trip, and definitely not just gonna wear it for a few hours, take a shower and wear something else. I'm spraying this back on out the shower. I think this will pair just fine with the shower gel because it's a fresh, you know, super citrus, versatile fragrance. I find the greenery shines through a bit more on this one versus the Parfum cologne as well, but it doesn't take it to a very spicy green type of scent profile, though it does add a zesty quality for sure. There's this citrus peel smell up top, and the fresh greens come in and add a little bit of a zesty, fresh, spicy quality, but it never becomes a very spicy fragrance. And I dig that about it because there's enough green, spicy fragrances in the line from the Parfum colognes and from the Parfum pour Hommes. So I've heard how great this is over the years. I finally have a bottle, and I can confirm this stuff's worthy of a try, more so than the Parfum cologne. So what I'm actually wearing today and tonight is Elysium Parfum pour Homme. One that was my favorite from the new collection from Dua, the Effique line. I haven't had an opportunity to really give it a full wearing yet, so I wanted to bring it because it's definitely my favorite of the 4, that being Vigoro. I love the way this one smells. This one has a bit of a blue feel to it, really. Very mass appealing type of scent profile. Oh, there it is. It's lovely, and it's high quality, and it hangs on my skin forever. From the little bit of time I've sprayed on my arms, it just sticks to my skin for like 7-8 hours. I'm really interested to see what a full wearing is going to do. I smell it floating in the air. This, in my opinion, for my personal taste, is the best of the line. This is the one that I would deem, if you like more mass appealing style fragrances that kind of can double as a fresher evening wear scent, I think Vigaro's the one. I really do. When I was looking at what fragrances I wanted to bring that I haven't been spending enough time with, that I just really want to wear, kind of commemorate the trip. It's a holiday trip with family for Christmas time. Man, this just jumped out at me as a perfect time to wear it. It's the reason I have these fresher fragrances with me. It's in the high 70s here in Southeast Texas, so it's not a traditional super cold Christmas. So I can wear fragrances that have a little more oomph to them, but still very fresh. So something like Vigaro really stood out to me as a great fragrance to bring on this trip. Haven't worn it since I got here yet. Probably gonna wear it either Sunday or Monday, because Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are the next 2 days, and I already have those planned, which we'll get into those fragrances in a minute. But I will be spending some time with this. If you wanna see a full review, make sure to let me know in the comments on Effique Vigaro. So believe it or not, I did end up bringing 2 Roja Parfums fragrances with me. Shout out to Darian, Bowtie Fragrance Guy. The day I was packing and gathering what fragrances I was going to bring on the trip, his scent of the day was this fragrance. We had a little banter back and forth in the comments on his Instagram post. So shout out to Darian, you inspired me to bring this, because never a bad time to wear Harrods Parfum pour Homme. This stuff is another incredible citrus fresh, but citrus fresh Roja Parfums fragrance that's got, like I said, some oomph to it, some staying power, some body. It's an homage, a love letter to classic citrus fragrances, citrus fougere style fragrances, but the quality's dialed up to 10 here. The performance, I would give an 8 to 8.5 overall across the board. Longevity, projection is not absurd, but it's definitely very noticeable, especially if you like to spray a bit heavier. This is one that you'll get noticed, you'll smell great. You're not gonna smell crazy unique because it is a citrus fougere style scent profile. It's been done before. It's gonna remind you of some more classic style men's fragrances, but it doesn't smell dated at the same time. It does pack that Roja Dove quality that you would expect from the brand. Like I said, not boring. I'm not sitting here saying it's some boring scent profile that's been done to death, but it's been done before. I just think this is probably the most masterfully done version of a citrus fougere, in my opinion. Definitely sample worthy. I wouldn't say roll out and blind buy it, because it's not some super unique citrus fragrance, but it's a citrus fresh green aromatic fougere that definitely has some body and some character. And for me, that's very important if I'm gonna wear this type of scent profile. I want something that's gonna last a bit longer, and I definitely want the quality. I don't want something synthetic when it comes to these classic men's fragrances, at least the classic scent profile style, if you will. More old school perfumery in a sense, but it definitely doesn't smell dated. Stuff's really good. I've worn it a handful of times since I got it. It's just been a little while since I spent some time with it. So that's why, like I said, shout out to Darian. Darian inspired me to grab it and throw it in my bag. And here we are at some point on this trip. I'll be wearing Roja Parfums Harrods Parfum pour Homme. So the next 2, if you saw my best fragrances to wear for Christmas video, you already know these 2 fragrances, because I said these are what I was gonna wear Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And for Christmas Eve, since we're in a warmer climate, not hot, but it's warmer. It's not cold like where I was in Colorado. It's not the winter wonderland I left to come here. I'm gonna go with Amouage Reflection Man. I've been holding on to this for a special occasion. Christmas Eve is a special occasion. White floral, iris, neroli, a little earthy, woody. Man, a little refined and elegant, not the most casual fragrance. We're doing ugly Christmas sweaters. It's nice and cold in my uncle's house, so that's no big deal. It actually feels great outside right now. It's like high 60s. It performs. It's way more performance than I'm gonna need. I'm probably going to do like 3 or 4 sprays at the most, because it does perform like crazy on my skin. I used to have a 10 ml decan of this, so it wasn't a blind buy like I normally do. This is one that I had spent time with in the past that I knew I wanted a bottle of eventually, and 2021 was the year I finally secured a bottle of Reflection Man. For any guy that loves floral fragrances like me, this is at the minimum a must try, because it's one of the best men's florals ever created. It's unique. When you smell it, you know it's Reflection Man if you've smelled Reflection Man before. It's one of those floral scent profiles you can pick out of a lineup. for sure. And performance is no slouch. It's expensive. It's Amouage. Even from discounters, you're gonna pay mid 100s to $200 range, depending on where you can find it from discount sellers and websites and companies and stuff like that. I forgot exact, I wanna say I paid right around 200 for this bottle. And no hesitation. When I saw it for $1.99, I think is what it was, I did not hesitate because I love this fragrance and it was time for me to pick it up. Spray it one more time in the air. It's such a good scent. I'm telling you, if you like florals, you need to try this if you haven't tried it yet. And if you've been holding off getting a bottle, they have the new, I believe it's Reflection 45 is the oil concentration. They've been doing the X-Straight line. I haven't tried that yet. I'm probably just gonna blind buy that one because I love the original. So be on the lookout in 2022. I probably will get Epic 50, I believe it's 56 for Epic. Whatever the new Epic Man X-Straight is, and Reflection 45 are probably my next two Amouage purchases in the year 2022. But for Christmas Eve, I'm gonna be going with Amouage Reflection Man. And then finally on Christmas Day is actually gonna be the warmest day according to forecast while we're here, which is the day that I've been talking about, the high of 79. And I want something that still maintains freshness, but has a whole another side of it that's unique and provides quite a bit of character. It's creamy, it's nutty, it's a little spicy. It's Viktor & Rolf Spicebomb Night Vision Eau de Parfum. Haven't wore this one in a while. I've been talking about wearing it since the fall began. God, I love how this stuff smells. And I just have not gotten around to wearing it. I always have different stuff coming in. I'm always testing different things, working on reviews and so on and so forth, yada, yada. You guys understand, you know what's going on. And it's one of those fragrances that I just keep forgetting to wear because I'm always wearing so many different things and trying out so many fragrances, discovery sets, samples, blind buys, hauls, you name it. And it's one of my favorite fragrances. I just don't wear it enough. So I wanted to make it a point to bring it with me on this trip. I am gonna wear it over the next several days, and I'm gonna love every second that it's on my skin because this is my favorite Spicebomb flanker in the line. More so than the Extreme, believe it or not. I love the Fresh, or what it used to be originally, the Eau Fraiche, but Spicebomb Fresh. Wish they never would have discontinued that. I actually think that's better than the original Spicebomb. Honestly, I think that's a year-round spicy fragrance, more so than the original. The Extreme is incredible, don't get me wrong. I'm one of the few in the crowd that love the original Night Vision EDT, and I think Infrared was a wonderful addition to the line, but for me, none of them can hold a candle to Night Vision EDP. It is my favorite. It checks all the boxes. It's different without being unique, but still mass appealing. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's creamy. It performs great. It gets great attention when people smell you and all those wonderful things that would be boxes worthy of checking for me personally. Spicebomb Night Vision EDP checks all those boxes. So on Christmas Day, this is what I'll be wearing. Well, that is the 6 fragrances that made my trip here to Southeast Texas for the holidays with my family. And until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. What are you wearing over the next several days? Do you plan on wearing any of these by chance over the next several days as you see this video when it first goes live? Or did you do some traveling for the Christmas holidays? That's really what I want to find out. If you did some traveling out of town for the Christmas holidays, what fragrances did you pack? Because if you watch me, you're a fragrance enthusiast. You're probably packing at minimum 2 to 3 fragrances for your trip if you're going for a few days. I'd love to read those comments. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of the fragrances I brought and you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. And for those of you seeing this during the holiday season when it's recorded and going live, have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and your family. Have a good one, guys.